Hello everyone. We continue a series of the most difficult math question ever on the SAT. In this video, we're going to focus on question 3 and question 4. Question 3. Given this equation, the question asks us to find the value of A. Now, remember this one as different from 2 over A. The reason why. In order for the denominator different from 0, because if the denominator equals 0 and then the equation is undefined. Now, we just let A as minus 2 different from 0 to both sides. And then we have A as different from 2 and divide both sides by A. So as different from 2 over A. That's why we got this one. Okay. Alright. Now, in order to solve this, we just look at the right hand side, find the common denominator. The common denominator is A as minus 2. Okay. Right. This one is going to be 1, right? Denominator is 1. So we multiply the top and bottom by A as minus 2. And we're going to write the whole thing as the same denominator. So basically, I just write 4 s squared plus 25 s minus 47 over A s minus 2 equal the right hand side. We multiply this guy, the top and bottom of this guy, by as minus 2. So I have negative as minus 3 times as minus 2 over as minus 2 minus 53 over as minus 2, right? Now, since they have the same denominator, I just combine them, right? So basically, I combine them. I put subtraction sign right here, and I write them in the same denominator. So just one as minus 2. Alright, next one, equal. Now I distribute this one. Alright, either you use FOIL method or you use box method. Alright, I always recommend my students to use box method because it never gives them the wrong answer. Okay? Alright, so use box method. Negative as, put both over here, negative as, negative 3 as right here, and negative 2. Right, as times negative 8s is going to be negative 8 as squared. As times negative 3 is going to be negative 3 as. Negative 2 times negative as is to be 16 as. Negative 2 times negative 3 is to be 6. Alright, now I just rewrite this one, so combine like terms, right? So I have negative 8 as squared minus negative 3 as plus 16 as, right? Negative 3 as plus 16 as. Now this one I just factor s out, so I have negative 3 plus 16, right? I put s outside like this, so I have plus parenthesis negative 3 plus 16 as like this. Alright, now set. I write set over here, minus 53. Set minus 53 is going to be negative 47, right? Over as minus 2. Alright, now you should look at the left hand side and the right hand side right here. They have the same denominator. Now you just equate the numerator, okay? So basically I have what? 24 s squared plus 25 s minus 47 equal negative as squared plus parenthesis negative 3a plus 16s minus 47. Alright, now the left hand side is quadratic, the right hand side should be quadratic too. Alright, so now I just equate the coefficient, okay? This is 24 in front of s squared, this is negative 8a in front of s squared, so I have equation negative 8a equal 24. So I solve for a equal, divide both sides by negative a, so a equal negative 3. Now, if you want to check, you see that this guy right here, negative 47 equal negative 47. Now, if you want to equate the middle term, so you have what? The middle term should be what? Negative 3a plus 16 equal 25, right? The middle term right here and 25 right here. So I solve it, negative 3a, subtract 16 both sides, so it should be 9. I divide both sides by negative 3, a equal negative 3. Look, same thing, okay? So we're done. The answer should be B. Alright, let's move on to the next one, question number 4. Question number 4 about the complex number. Recall. If a complex number is written as a plus bi. So if a plus bi is a complex number, and then its conjugate should be a minus bi. Keep that in mind. This is a conjugate. Let me write over here. So what does conjugate mean? Okay, recall algebra 1. A plus b times a minus b equal a square minus b square. So keep that in mind. The conjugate means that if this guy given and then this guy must be conjugate. So that this guy multiplied by this guy equal difference of 2 square. This is we learned in algebra 1. Okay. Now, so we start from here. 8 minus 8 over 3 minus 2y. Alright. If the expression abound in the form a plus by, where a and b are real numbers, what is the value of a? Remember that I equals square root of negative 1 and I is imaginary number. So you need to find way to eliminate denominator, right? So how do I do this one? Alright, so basically I just rewrite the top a minus I and I rewrite the bottom 3 minus 2y, right? Okay, so I multiply the top and bottom by its conjugate, right? So conjugate of 3 minus 2i should be 3 plus 2i. If you multiply the top and bottom by the same amount, the equation or the expression remain unchanged. So keep that in mind. It doesn't matter. Okay, same. Alright, so I just combine the top. So how do I do it? So I have 8 minus 8, right, times 3 plus 2i over, now the bottom 3 minus 2i times 3 plus 2i, I use difference of square right here. So it's difference of 2 square, so it should be 3 square minus 2i square. Alright, now the top I use box method, I use point method, okay? So I use box method. Alright, I put 8 right here, negative I right here, 3 right here, 2i right here. Now I multiply 3 times 8, 24. 3 times negative I, negative 3i. 2i times 8, 16i. 2i times negative I, okay? 2i times negative I, right? It's going to be negative 2i, right? Square. But I square equal negative 1, right? So negative 2 times negative 1. So it should be 2. Okay? So this should be 2. Alright, so I have at 24, right? 16i minus 3i should be 13i plus 2 over. This is 3 square should be 9. Now 2i square equal, look, this is I equal root negative 1, so this is square, so I square equal negative 1. I square equal negative 1. This is 2 square equal 4. 4 times negative 1 should be negative 4. Negative 4, and you have negative side over here, should be 4. So it should be plus 4. Alright. Next one. Right, 24 plus 2 is going to be 26 plus 13i over 9 plus 4 is should be 13. Now, we need to convert it to the, into this form, okay? So, we see denominator right here. I'm going to check each term right here, divide by 13. So, to see what 26 divided by 13 is going to be 2 plus 13 divided by 13 it should be 1. Right? So, it should be I only. Now, this is I. This is actually I plus bi. Okay? Now, we just equate the coefficient, right? So, we equate this one. A should be 2, right? So the answer is A equal 2, right? If the question asks you B, and B should be what? We equate this one. We don't see anything. Put 1 right here. So B equal 1. Alright, and that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember that if you failing to prepare, you're preparing to fail.
Nothing else.